You say what? You say what?
Who's the president?
The president of Uganda. Why are you testing me now? Eh? The president of Uganda is, to be very, very honest, I don't know the answer.
Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Tuwahabura.
What does it mean? Wait, what is the name?
Yeah.
That is the name.
Yeah. It is. He's called Yoweri. You say Yoweri
Yoweri
Kaguta
Museveni.
Tibuhabura.
That is a name.
Oh,
okay. Okay. To be honest, my bro. To be honest, no. You asked the question. Who's the like the president of Germany? Because
Is Walter Steinmeier. Walter Steinmeier.
He's the president. He has handled it. Hey, he knows. Yeah, he wins.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He just disrupted right there.
Yeah.
Looking for school that can uplift your child's education? Little Stars Tenderness Nursery and Primary School is the answer. Because of our conducive learning environment and experienced teachers, all our pupils excel with higher grades. We have a well-stocked library, develop talent, also embrace Christianity and Islamic. Registration is in progress. Our fees are affordable. So bring your child at Little Stars Tenderness Nursery and Primary School. We are located at Najana Nkumbi off Entebbe Road. For more information, please call 0772 983 468.
Thank you.
Yeah, there are two things. Like I handle my social media for myself. Like the things I post, everything I post, like it's just me. You know, I don't want to give it in the other hands now. You know, I want to edit it for myself. You know, I want to post it for myself. I want to make the caption for myself. You know, but of course I have a PR manager too. That's taking care of what I do. There are three things, you know. Taking care of like what I do, what I post, when I make like stories. I'm very free to do whatever I want. But sometimes, you know, I don't think so much, you know. So he tells me like sometimes when I post some stories what to change. Actually, I have a manager for that, not just for that, but he does it too. Who I follow, because we are like, everybody can see who I follow, you know. Everybody can see who I follow. So to follow people, I used to just follow. But since I met so many people and everything, you know, I have somebody that like takes care, you know, that I follow the right accounts, because sometimes, you know, like I don't follow too many, you know, It depends, you know. It depends. Okay. So yeah. What was the last question? The third one.
Okay, the last one goes to the ladies. I know many Ugandan ladies are watching you right now. Are you single?
I'm single. Yeah.
You're single?
Yeah.
Now the last one. Last one. Now, you know, ladies love hair.
Yes.
I know many of the ladies out there asking themselves, is that his real hair? Please, can you hold your hair like this?
Real hair, bro.
It's not a wig.
Do I look like I wear wigs?
Katufu. Okay, thank you.
It's real hair.
Real hair?
It's real hair, bro. I promise you.
Okay.
Are you comedian, by the way? Is it? I like it.
My name is Menta. I'm a dancer and content creator.
Nice to meet you.
First of all, I would love to appreciate you for your content. It's really amazing.
Thank you.
You have inspired most of the dancers here in Uganda, and including me. I've created one of your videos, and it has really hit a lot of views and likes on TikTok. Thank you so much. So these are my questions to you.
Yeah.
What do you do to get in your creative zone? And also, how do you manage to stay both personal and original in your creativity?
I think to get creative, I just watch TikToks, you know. I just scroll, I watch videos, I watch TikToks, and to be honest, I don't have a lot of things to say about how I get creative, because I just do it, you know. But what I can tell you as a dance creator, right? TikTok is just, as a dancer, you know, it's just about sounds. People don't know that, but it's just about sounds. It's just about finding a viral sound. So, like, if you have a sound and you see it for other people and it works good, just do it. You know, I will show you a sound after and you will try it. All right. So it's about sounds. You know, what I do to like stay original, I do what I want. You know, and I think to get like as a dancer for the next step, you know, if it's not your thing, you don't have to do it. But public reactions is like the biggest thing you can do. You know, public reactions. So maybe if you haven't done it yet and you want to like try another thing, just try dancing in public first. You know, you have reactions, people will like that, and use that viral sound you see. Look at other dancers' pages. You know, look at those pages and see which sound they created the most. They have the most views. You know, and just try to use it. If you like it, for sure. If you don't like it, don't use it. But if you like it, just try to use it. And it's all about sounds. You know, all about sounds. So just try finding that sounds. You know, those sounds, those international sounds. Most of the time, it's Afro songs that are really good. You know, so you know, just sounds. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much. My name is Ben Pages. I'm
Yeah.
a brand ambassador and the reigning Mr. Gorgeous International. My question is, most of our content creators here, they will tell you on an interview that they script what they do, like they script their content first.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, do you first script your content, like you sit down and say, okay, I'm going to do this, you script it, you write it, and you say, okay, I'm going to release this one. Then the other question is, what do you base on to choose the sound, like the sound you're using?
Yeah.
What do you base on? And then why do you take it for too long? Because I've followed you for not so long, but I realize you have like one sound with over 50 videos, and then it's one sound.
Yes.
Like, what pushes you to keep doing that?
Okay. So first question was. Yeah. To be honest, I never sat down and wrote something or like wrote a concept. Never in my life. Never. I think this is because my content is outside in public, so I can't really plan what's going to happen, which people I'm going to see. I can't really plan that, you know. That's why. But I think if I did other content, I would script things, you know, and I would just write down some ideas. But since my work is in public, I don't really know what's gonna happen, you know. So that's why I'm just like going with the flow with everything, you know. Like people think the things I do are always very I think about it a lot and everything, but to be honest, I just do it, you know.
Yeah, there are those things you do, and I'm like, did you really do this? Because there's one video you did, I checked it out with Nigerian police, and I was like, okay.
What do you think? How I did that video with the Nigerian police?
I thought
Now,
you scripted
what
it
do you
like you
think?
get them and you put them there and you're like, okay, we're going to do this. Like, because basically, there's no way you would badge into a Ugandan police and you're doing that. And then he would be like
in Nigeria, if I did that to Nigerian police.
Yeah.
wano ku Hasi Beauty Parlor tuli bakafulu mu kulabirira n'okuyooyoota ensusu tukola facial ne tukupepeta ka feesi ne kawawera ng'aka bebi tusiba n'okkola enviiri mu buli musono songa mu kukola pedicure ne manicure tuwekansa tusala enviiri mu buli musono ate bwe kituuka mu kukola makeup tetumanyiiyo mulala tuli muyenga ku Tank Hill Road okuliraana Italian supermarket mu basement essimu tuli ku noti 72 682 953 teweerabira saluni egenda okujjayo bulungi bwo n'ekitiibwa kyo ye Hasi Beauty.
I will be there and then it's not worth it for a video, you know. So of course, like I started all my videos like in Germany. I didn't ask people at all. When I took something from them, I didn't ask them because in Germany, people are not used to those things, you know. Like nobody would just come and take your phone, so people are not like prepared, so they will not hit me. It's not that dangerous in Germany. So I just started to do it like that, you know. But since I started traveling and I connected with some people, I think nobody of you guys would recommend me to go to the police and take their phone, you know.
Yeah, sure.
So
Don't.
of course, in that case, since
That's
it's like
tempting, God.
yeah, you know, so since it's a signature move of me to dance with the police too, you know, I want to try to do it in every video because people are waiting for that, you know. People are telling me, yo, you here? Do it with the police too, you know. So of course I have to find a way to do it, you know. That's how you just ask them, you know. Of course you gotta pay them some, you know, as a police. But yeah, you have to, of course, you know. But yeah, that's how I do it.
Okay. with this risky thing you're doing, have you ever been like hit
Slapped.
or slapped by someone like when you're trying to snatch away the phone and they're like you? Because here in Uganda, you do it.
Of course, they will slap me.
Aye.
So you've ever been slapped? You've ever been slapped?
I've not been slapped because I'm very quick. I know how to, I know how to.
You a street boy?
Eh?
Are you also a street
boy.
boy? Street
Come
boy
on,
life?
Cha.
No.
Yeah, come on, Cha,
Nobody.
Okay.
I'm not. I didn't grow up like rich, but I'm not like I was not a street boy that did things, like that. But I got. I danced in front of the police in Germany. I just danced. I didn't touch them. I just came to them and danced, And this guy started getting aggressive and just put me like this. And this. What is it called? This move? Yeah.
Au kabadi, bakaita kabadi. Kabadia.
Kabadia.
Kabadia, yeah.
Kabadia.
Like kabadia, ibaba kababa kunyode jaja. Kabadia.
Kabadia. So that happened, and some people just like push me, or but I never got slapped yet. Yeah, I say yes because they can slap.
That's so risky. Okay. Don't try it in Uganda.
No, don't worry.
One question here.
Don't worry.
I'm Sharif Taban.
Oh, nice to meet you, bro.
Thank you. Do you know any TikTokers here in Uganda? And if yes, mention them.
In Uganda? Yeah. Okay, so to be honest, before I go to a country, I usually check up on the creators. But since Uganda was very, very spontaneous, I just came from Nigeria to Uganda, like very, and I was here in the first place with Viva Con Agua, to concentrate on charity projects, I didn't check up on any creators, to be honest.
Oh, do you know ALLANCRUZ?
Who?
ALLANCRUZ.
Who's that?
ALLANCRUZ.
Answered my second question.
A TikToker in Uganda.
Is that you?
Yes.
Okay, from now on I know it.
My second question. You did
Oh yeah, so with the sound, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's easy, to be honest. You just scroll, like you said, how I choose my sounds. I just scroll my For You page. I look what people like create with sounds. I check the views, I check the engagement, and if I see people going viral with a sound over and over again, I just take that sound too. Or I just try to, if I think a sound has potential for my dancing, for my thing I do, I will just try it, And when it works, that's what I said before. I repeat it so many times because never change a concept that works, So, of course, some people will say, oh, he's doing the same thing over and over and over. But at the end of the day, I'm winning because I'm growing, I'm doing my thing, I'm still having fun with that sound, and nobody can stop that. So I think it's very important there to not listen to the people, what the people say about like he's doing the same thing, because the people that say you're doing the same thing, they don't even follow me. When I check their page, they don't even follow me. So if you don't follow me, I don't care about you, because if you don't want to see it, just scroll, So that's why I don't really care about that. And I would say if I had a sound that works and I did it maybe just instead of 10 times, I did it like 2 times or 3 times, I would say I would be on maybe 10 million followers right now instead of 37, So it really made that different that I grew more and more and became big international. It's just because I kept using those sounds that work,
Most of the times here in Uganda and some parts of Africa, when an artist releases a new song, he will engage the content creators and TikTokers.
Yes.
Someone would think, basically, like Kramer reached out to you to use like Calm Down. Do artists really reach out to you to use their sounds when they have just released those sounds, or how is it?
To be honest, if Rima, if you see that, I'm very disappointed. Rima never reached out to me, never. Nothing. Nothing.
I think we should go in order just to keep it fair. I think you had a question first.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. My name is MC Western. I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
It goes out to the people. I know many people are watching out there, the rising content creators on TikTok. Do you have any specific time that we're supposed to post on TikTok, or you just post at any time you feel like posting?
I have a time. I post at like 7 p.m. But the time doesn't matter as much as people think. Like for real, the time doesn't really matter. Of course, I don't post at 3 a.m. But when you post like while a day, there's no like don't worry about time. Like if you post a video and it flops, it's not the time. You know, it's not because of the time. So the time doesn't really, even for me now, I have followers everywhere. So for everyone it's a different time, you know. If I post at 7 p.m. for some people it will be 4 a.m. it will be, you know. So the time doesn't matter. I just post at 7 p.m. because I'm used to it and I will not forget to post, you know. Like at 7 p.m. when I see it 7, I just think, okay, I have to post, you know. But the time doesn't really matter. Even as a national creator, you know, before I became international, I had followers in Germany like the most. So the time doesn't really matter, not really. So you can just be free and post whenever. Yeah.
And just to add on to his question,
yeah.
in terms of frequency of posts, how much time should you give between posts to get as much traction as possible?
I always do like an hour.
An hour.
Like right now, I just post one video a day. But the first 2.5 years, I used to post 3 videos every day. No, the first 2 years. So I always gave it an hour. But I think on TikTok, if we talk about TikTok, it doesn't matter. You can post like all videos at the same time too. But I always did an hour because I prefer like that. But if you post at the same time, it's not that one video will flop, this will blow, you know, it doesn't make a difference.
My name is Joel.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. So my question is, what challenges have you faced as a content creator for the past years you've been creating?
I think that like as a content creator you are dependent by like just an algorithm, you know, and you can't control it. We can't say like other people with other jobs, they can say, okay, let me work more, do more hours so they will pay me more for those hours. If we say let me put more work into my videos, that doesn't mean your videos will get more views. So I think this is the hardest thing that I'm still facing, that you can't, like, if the views are like low, like I don't like right now, I'm very thankful, you know, my views are good, but if they are like lower, you know, I can't say, okay, let me do this and this and this and they will be higher, you know. I can just try new
Looking for school that can uplift your child's education? Little Stars Tenderness Nursery and Primary School is the answer. Because of our conducive learning environment and experienced teachers, all our pupils excel with higher grades. We have a well-stocked library, develop talent, also embrace Christianity and Islamic. Registration is in progress. Our fees are affordable. So bring your child at Little Stars Tenderness Nursery and Primary School. We are located at Najana Nkumbi off Entebbe Road. For more information, please call 0772 983 468.
Thank you.
Things, and if it works, it works. So I think it's very hard that we have to like face that algorithm, and you can't control it at all. And if you flop for 1 year, you will flop for 1 year. I had that too. You know, I flopped for just like 1 year. No matter what I did, just flop. You know, I just think to keep going and to have that motivation is important, you know. So yeah, I think that's the hardest thing, the algorithm that we are like, yeah, it's just everything's just about an algorithm that we can't control, you know. So there's not even a plan I had to get into the algorithm to go viral like that, you know. I just tried things, it worked, and I did it, you know. So I think that's the hardest thing, you know.
I don't have a question.
Yeah.
First of all, Ashley.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. I'm a musician as well. All the sounds you've seen it doing, mostly they are for, let's say, Nigerian sound, which is okay because it's trend, and it's never easy to have you like in our country. Okay? Now, since that you are here, kindly ask you to do one sound, in a Ugandan sound, like East African sound. Maybe the sound you do, it may reflect, it may create a big impact to the international scene. Maybe the artist that you will push will maybe one time fill up arena also, or fill up your country in one stadium. So kindly, that's what I'm asking. And of course, I can't ask for anyone else but me, myself, my sound, my song. Yeah, that's what I'm asking for. That's what I'm asking for. Yeah.
Of course, like
Yeah.
I get a lot of those requests. You know?
Yeah.
So to be honest, at the beginning, you know, when I got those requests, you know, sometimes I said, yeah, I do it. Like I did it sometimes, you know. But right now, like I get like too many of those requests. You know, I get those requests like all day in every country. You know. So yeah, like of course I like to help people. You know. I don't have a problem if anybody asks me to make a video, everything, and you know. but you know, just to create things with people's sounds or things, I don't really do that anymore like that because I said I just stop it, because if I started once, everybody would just come more and more and more, you know, and like I will not be in peace if everybody just asks me all the time. So that's why I said no to a lot of people. So it's just like a rule I made, you know, like that I don't really do that anymore because people will like just go and be mad, you know. Other people will say, hey, you promote this guy, why don't you do this for me? And you know, that's how I'll be the bad guy, you know. So that's how I just stopped like that kind of thing, you know. But yeah, like of course I can try like working with people, and I don't want to say that if you make a video with me it goes viral, because that is not true, but the possibility is high, you know. So I know a lot of content creators that don't even like work with people like that, but if some people ask me to just make a video, like I'm down for that, you know. So which could push it too, you know, depends on what you do, you know. So yeah, man, that's the answer, bro. That's the answer.
We have a question over there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
To the Pal of Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to ask if you're open to doing TikToks with CRUZ, but you said no. And then my other question is, what's your favorite highlight of your career? Because at a point you said you were stuck at 1.5 million.
Yes.
And then you started growing. So what has been the highlight of your career?
I have so many highlights, you know. I have
The favorite, the most unforgettable.
The most unforgettable is that it was not about followers or anything. It's about like a person I met. He was my idol. I used to be a football player, and Neymar was always my favorite player since I'm a child, you know. So like a month ago I met Neymar, and that is really like unforgettable, because since I'm 10 years old, I always wanted to meet him, and I could never imagine that it would happen. So what happened is that I went to his house for there was like a party in his house, so I just chilled in his house, met him. I would say that was a big highlight, you know. Normally I don't care about meeting celebrities. I don't care at all, because this is not going to give you the push for your career. But Neymar was like a big highlight for sure. Yeah.
Any other question?
Let's take one last, if there is any.
Yeah. You say what?
Who's the president?
The president of Uganda. Why are you testing me now, man? Why are you guys testing me now? The president of Uganda is, to be very, very honest, I don't know the answer, my bro. But you can tell me. Okay, bro, tell me.
Someone is here.
Alien skin.
Yeah.
One
Your Excellence, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Can you say that?
Can I say what?
Your Excellence.
Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Tuwahabura.
What does it mean? Wait, that is the name?
Yeah.
That is the name?
Yeah. It is. He's called Yoweri. You say Yoweri?
Yoweri
Kaguta
Museveni.
Tibuhabura.
That is a name.
Oh,
okay, but to be honest, my bro. To be honest, no, you asked the question. Who's the like the president of Germany? Because
is Walter Steinmeier. Walter Steinmeier.
It's like the president is right, but not the chancellor who's running the country. He's more like a representative.
But he's the president. He has handled it. Hey, he knows. Yeah, he wins.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He just disrupted right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
thank you so much, everybody.
Daga tomugambyeko gendako magere.
This last segment, we are just going to take us just 15 minutes. I would want everybody's participation. But before I hand over to Papa, I can't miss my... Be fired?
Yeah,
this is my boss. Yes, please.
Really, niggas?
So
to take this chance to recognize some critics in the house. Danzi and I went to the same art school. So I didn't tell you I'm a visual artist. I draw and I'm a watercolor painter, and he's the guy I would go to when I needed guidance because I think I just joined uni. And was it your last year? That was my last year. So yeah, they were running this like the committee, the leadership committee for students. Yeah, so I want to recognize him. That's Menta. We really want you. Black is over there. We would really love that you be a part of the family. You're doing amazing stuff. Yeah.
So thank you very much, and it's an absolute pleasure to see you in person. I've been following your Instagram a lot more than your TikTok.
Oh, okay, it's the same content anyways.
Yeah. So and I'm happy that these guys have taken the opportunity to actually ask these questions. They're very important. I'm a digital marketer, and one thing I've learned today is time doesn't matter, and also that you're a very spontaneous person. I thought you plan. I've always thought you planned this. Yeah, so I think it's an opportunity for almost all these guys. I follow all of them on their TikToks, and I guess the one thing I would like to tell you guys is, don't wait. People like Douglas are here. You've literally just seen an iconic online personality. So take your chances. Don't wait for brands. I manage brands. Don't wait for us. Let us come to you because it's always your time. So thank you very much. Wanje? No, Nabombukuwe. Ha, but you won't understand.
No.
Shemba gamba mbunze nga Mr. Danze mwe ba content creator. Temutulinda fe nga ba brand manager tujje muli. Mukole content tubanone. That's it. That should be your 2024 goal. Don't wait for us. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Danzi.
Thank you,
Danzi. I just wanted to use a max of 3 minutes to summarize the last 6 days that we have spent in Noel. We were in Yumbe. Can someone here tell me something they know about Yumbe? Only from this crowd. You probably want to record this. Can someone here tell me something about Yumbe?
Yumbe?
Yeah. No, Yumbe.
Hey, those guys.
The northern part of the northern parts of
It's a what? It's a what? Okay, perfect. So someone knows about Yumbe. So we're in Yumbe because he's here to support our fundraising efforts. Talking about numbers and the universal language approaches that we use. So Viva Con Agua is supported by a lot of people that we can't even pay. We can't pay him. Ed Sheeran supports our work. He wears our apparel. Billie Eilish supports our work. Navio supports our work. Zexby Lange supports our work. The list is big. Nico Rosberg, the Formula 1 2016 world champion, worked with us to fundraise for clean water and sanitation. And we have this project called One Wash in Karamoja and Yumbe. This is like the two extreme corners of Uganda. I've been going there for years, but every time I go there, in 2 days I feel sick. So you can imagine the resource that people need there is water. And we have this project called Water is a Human Right, where we take a portrait of people in our cosmos, and we want to invite you for this. He has the portrait, a lot of people have the portrait, and we will take the pictures from there. But also he was talking about sounds, and we have this sound called Wash It. It's a song that we created. It was an international campaign where we invited people to jump on, and it's a dance that he would actually take you through the routine. And if you would love to be a part of it, we are going to do it in front of that building. And every year on 22nd of March is World Water Day. Every single year the theme is different. The purpose for that day is to highlight the plight of some people who don't have access to clean water. On our end, from all the portraits that we take, we will put all the pictures in one folder, and we send you all your pictures, and we will request you to post those pictures on the same day. But also, talking about numbers, before I invite you to jump in. So Noel has over 37 million followers. Uganda has about 42 million people. Just to give you the comparison of the figures and how extreme it is, for us as a feeling that he actually decides and gives his time to help us fundraise. Noel doesn't live here, but you do. And this is actually one of the reasons why we are here. is that we don't even have to wait for the German team to come. We don't have to wait for him to come. Why is important for us is to create a sustainable network of people who live here. And Viva Con Agua is an all-for-profit organization because we can't pay him, but we are able to invite him over and give him lifetime experiences. This morning we were at the Ghetto Kids Foundation and we had a good time. They danced together, they created some material, but also you're meeting him. So we can't really pay you because we don't have money. But your people will benefit if you put your voice out using your network and tell them. So to start with, we would love to invite you for headshots, like photos with this placard, and we use the same hashtag, water is a human right. I can't thank all of you that came forward. Dancy, thanks for representing, and Douglas, thanks for inviting us and hosting us. Lastly, I just want to ask him to summarize his trip. We were traveling for like 16 hours from Yumbe to Kampala, and we traveled, yeah, that they did everything within 2 days. It was a little
wano ku Hasi Beauty Parlor tuli bakafulu mu kulabirira n'okuyoyoota ensusu tukola facial ne tukupepeta ka feesi ne kawawera ng'aka baby tusiba n'okukola enviiri mu buli musono songa mu kukola pedicure ne manicure tuwekansa tusala enviiri mu buli musono ate bwe kituuka mu kukola makeup tetumanyiiyo mulala tuli muyenga ku Tank Hill Road okuliraana Italian supermarket mu basement essimu tuli ku noti 7266 682 953 teweerabira saluuni egenda okujjayo bulungi bwo n'ekitiibwa kyo ye Hasi Beauty Parlor, a world of beauty.
intense, and we can't wait to share all the material with you guys. For the same reason, our social media handles are right there on the gate, so as you exit, we put it at the same spot. Please check us out and see our work. And for us, it's really important that we work with you as the Viva Con Agua office in Uganda. So, please.
Alright, so this is another thing I think that is very important, because since we have a platform, you know, I think we have a responsibility too, you know. So that's why I decided to come here to Uganda, do a full program with Viva Con Agua. I don't get paid. This is no advertisement or anything. I don't get any money of this. But I think this is just a right thing, you know, to use your platform you have for some good things, you know, to support, you know. So that's why money is not always a thing. We talk a lot about money and business, but that's not always the case, you know. Of course, money is important, but as a creator, there's a responsibility. So I think it's cool to, you know, have a topic where you can just share, create awareness, you know. So that's why I came in the first place. Of course, because I like Uganda too. That's why I stay longer after the trip is over. So yeah, the last days where we did a lot of things, you know. We went to Yumbe. We went to a lot of villages and visited the people that Viva Con Agua created the boreholes for, you know, because there are a lot of people that don't have water, you know. This is not a typical African cliche thing. I don't like to say, yeah, Africa doesn't have water, everything. I'm a Nigerian myself, you know. If there are cars in Africa, people ask me if there are phones in Africa, you know. If I would, yeah, that's what people ask over there. So that, yeah, that's right. They will ask you, is there beer in Africa? Do they drink beer there? Is there beer? So, yeah, so a lot, right? And yeah, they drink a lot too, of course. So the thing is, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, Africa, I'm going to Africa. They don't have water there. I want to support them, you know. It's just because they are my people too, you know. I care about my Nigerian side. I'm Nigerian German. I have a very big and strong relationship to my Nigerian roots, you know. I grew up with the food. I visit Nigeria every year. I go there, you know, everything. So I don't want people in my continent or my culture to suffer like that, you know. It's a bad thing to see. We went to the village. I saw people taking water out of a hole with brown, you know, with brown earth, and it looked just awful, you know. Nobody wants to drink from that. So to see that with my own eyes, people just taking water out of that hole and drinking because they don't have a choice, for me, that like touched me, you know. That made me emotional because we are very privileged, you know, like to have a house, to eat, to drink. So yeah, we went there, we visited the villages, and Viva Con Agua, they changed a lot for those people to just creating like a borehole so they can like pump the water out. You know, they have drinking water now, and the goal is to do that to more people. You know, that more people have like water. You know, so yeah, that was what we're doing. We visited the villages. You know, try to create some awareness for them because I think it's important. You know, to raise your voice for something good besides. I want more followers. I want that. I want more. Of course, we all want that. I don't lie. Of course, I want that 40 million too. I want that 10 million on Instagram too. Of course, I don't lie about that. But this is not like all. You know, this is not all in life. Followers, views, money. We love that as creators. We don't lie about that. But there are a lot of things that are more important. You know. So that's why this just came from my heart. You know, this trip to Uganda. It's my first charity trip too. And yeah, I had amazing moments with people who are happy, with people that appreciate you, that are really thankful for little things. So that was the trip. What was the trip about? So I just think we have to stay like humble, you know, no matter how many followers we get, no matter how big the hype is, to stay humble and to still focus on the things that really matters in life, which is not followers and clout and views and money. It's not that. We love that, but this is not the things that really matters, you know. So for me, it's very important to not focus on all those following stuff and famous stuff and, you know, money stuff too much, because this is not what fills your heart, you know. Like I can tell you that too, like, you know, I had that hype. I had days where I made like 700K followers a day, you know, like it was crazy. It was crazy times, you know. I really had that hype. Of course, it makes you crazy a little bit. You see those numbers, you know. You see those, I had like, I don't know, maybe 2 billion views a month. So you see those numbers, which are crazy, but after like 4 months having that hype, I felt empty, you know? I really felt empty. I don't know why, like, it sounds very, it sounds like a cliche. I'm not a guy who say money doesn't make happy. Of course, if I find €1,000 now, I will take it and I will be happy, you know, of course. But at some point, if you just focus on success, money, growing as a creator, growing your followers, it will not make you happy like in the inside of you. It will not. So that's what I felt after 4 months. I think about hype every day. I think about followers every day. When a video flops, my mood is bad, you know. My video flops, the day is shit, you know. So that's not what I want to do, to be honest. So this is why I choose making charity project and support people. In this case, Viva Con Agua, it was a very good experience. Just to help people and do something different than just creating followers and everything, you know, just, you know, so yeah, that's what we did. And I'm very thankful for that. Like, this is really no advertisement. I already said I didn't get paid anything, and
Actually,
I don't want
you
to.
pay us, you donate.
Right, I pay them, you know. I pay them even, I donate. Important thing too. I got blessed. I'm very thankful, you know, I thank God. So time to give back too, you know. That's important too. If you get some things, it's time to give back. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Yeah, so that's the most important thing for me, to just stay calm, you know. I hope you don't see me as a person that walks in like this and, you know, just thinking about my followers and everything, because to be honest, that really doesn't matter in life like that. Yeah, so that's why I did that with Viva Con Agua, Viva Con Agua Uganda, and yeah, I'm very proud of it. And I love the country Uganda, by the way. Like, it's my second. Yeah, I love the country Uganda. It's my second African country, like my second black African country I'm visiting. So after Nigeria, this is the second, and the vibes here are really nice. Like, all of the people are so kind, really good. So
We are going to even give you a girlfriend here.
Thanks, you will give me a.
Thank you so much.
All right, I'm waiting for them. We need, of course I know.
Thanks, Noel. I would like to also highlight on
Yes, bro.
something. Eunice, please come. I would like to highlight on something. We don't just work away from Kampala. We work with KCCA. So we have built. Mana has all the statistics, but we have built menstrual hygiene management rooms for girls. Yeah, rooms where girls in schools can actually rest when there are periods, there's uniforms to change and take a nap. There's a table to do their work, so they don't have not to come to school. We have built stops and toilets for schools. And for those who would love to be a part of the project, Eunice is our community and development manager, so please conversate with her. We took all your contacts, the table is there. The last request, Noel has this really short dance routine. It's called Worship. It's really short. If we would love to shoot a short clip of it there, you will learn it in 20 seconds. Please, so you're invited. Also, you're invited for the Water is the Human Right campaign. And of course, feel free to have a conversation with him.
How much time have we?
We have like 10 minutes to 15 before we leave.
10 minutes to 15 before we leave. Alright. Alright, yeah, we gotta be fast then. We gotta be fast.
But like, conversate with him. So we just try to stay within the time. Let's start with a dance, with a group dance there, please, and then we can shoot the videos.
Alright. Alright. Where we do?
Just in front of you. Team with the promise that if we organize ourselves on the ground, the German team would support our efforts to help our people, because we understand the needs of our people and our people understand what we see.
Absolutely. So obviously Viva Con Agua, that's not English. How does that translate into English?
Viva Con Agua means water is life.
Water
The
is
story
life.
starts from Cuba, when our founder, Benjamin Adrian, former professional football player, had gone for a summer camp and saw children carrying water on their head. And for a German guy, this was really strange, that kids can even descend to fetch water. And we talked to the rest of the team, and that's how Viva Con Agua comes. So the name is in Spanish because that's a German.
So can I ask, what are you guys doing in Uganda? How are you guys making an impact in terms of water sanitation here?
That brings me to actually the need to introduce our team from Uganda. I would love to introduce my colleague Bana to come forward. She can introduce herself and tell you what she does.
Yes, thank you so much, Papa. Hello, everyone. My name is Bana Namwanje, and I'm working for Viva Con Agua here in Uganda as the Universal Languages Approach Manager. And what I'm doing as an individual is working with dancers, musicians, artists, and footballers to try to create activities that we can engage young people in to learn about the values of water sanitation. Yeah, so Viva Con Agua uses the Universal Languages Approach, which is about sports, music, and art, to reach out to people, because we believe these are the things people love to do. People love to dance, people love to play football, people love to draw, and we want to use the power of sports, music, and art to reach out to people, first of all, but also use these exciting activities to educate people on the importance of sanitation.
Thanks, Bana. I would also love to introduce our German team. I'll start with Noel, who you already know, and our guest as well from Germany. Marvin, sorry, I'm very forgetful. His name's Marvin. We have the film crew. Leo is leading our film crew. Misha Fritz, please come here. Crazy guy. He's actually the co-founder of Viva Conava from Germany. Yeah, you failed this time. He's trying to do this trick that he always does. We have Yanis is the filmmaker for him. So he's here shooting a documentary film about.
So you're all on Netflix now?
Yeah, and Davis. So Davis and Leo are shooting, documenting the whole trip. So talking about exciting activities that Bana was mentioning, and how we work with people from around the world, and that's how he ends up here. Because we believe that there's a lot more than, for example, the team in Uganda, like the TikTokers in Uganda, can do away from just monetizing their content to actually doing impactful work. And I can tell you, we don't have money. We are an NGO, but he's here to support our work. We will never afford him. So yeah, so we'll get into the conversation.
Absolutely. Great to have you guys here. Thank you for coming. Right.
Thank
Noel
you.
goes crazy.
Yeah.
So you were telling us a bit about your story.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just started dancing in my room. After a while, I started dancing outside in front of people. You know, I like to dance everywhere, so I just started to dance in front of people. I got more reactions, and the views grew. You know, the followers went up, and then there was like the lockdown. You know, there was a lockdown, so I couldn't dance outside anymore. So I didn't really have any content anymore. Like I had to find something new. So that was the moment when I involved my hair. You know, before that I didn't involve my hair, but then I just started. You know, the hoodie move for the first time. You know, people found it funny, so I just did it like sometimes. You know, so I kept going with dancing after the lockdown. And 2022 was the year that like where everything changed. My whole life changed. You know, I think I just kept going with the posting, you know, even in times where it was bad, you know. I think like all of you guys are TikTokers too, all of you guys. So all of you guys know that sometimes the algorithm is very stupid, you know, very hard. So sometimes you just don't get views, even though you try, you post every day. Sometimes it's just very hard, you know. But in that time, I kept posting every day for like the whole 4 years, you know. So 2022, it just started that. My views were bad. I was like stuck on, I think it was like 1.5 million for almost a year. Like I was growing fast, and then at 1.5 million I was stuck, you know. So I started doing that hair thing again, you know, and then I started going viral, and then that's where I said I don't want to just be the guy that just removes the hoodie, you know. I don't want people to come. People came to me that they're like, wee, you know. I didn't want that. So I mixed it up with the dancing, you know. So that's when everything started and it became big. It was a crazy time. I posted a video. I had like 20 million after a day, then 100 million. Every video I posted, you know, 100 million, 200 million. I started that calm down dance, you know. That was where everything like happened so fast, and I'm not sure again, but I started the year with 1 million and I ended it with 20 million.
Wow.
So it was everything is very new, you know. It was still like 2022 was the year where everything went big, you know.
Yeah.
So it was a crazy time, and it just changed my life, you know.
That's incredible. That's incredible. So you mentioned some key things there that I think we could all take some notes. Consistency.
Consistency is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Consistency is even more important than the quality, I would say.
Really.
Like, of course, you have to be sure that the quality of the videos is still good, but the better thing is just make a video. Even if you don't like it that much, just post it and don't think so much. Don't think so much. Have fun and post whatever you want, you know. So the everyday posting is important.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right, and that's how you grow your audience.
Yes, and one of my most important things too, what people don't really do like me, I would say it's if something works, just do it until it doesn't work anymore. Because like I don't know how many calm down videos I made, and of course sometimes I'm even kind of bored of the sound. Of course, me too. You know, I get some comments when people say, "Oh, this guy is still doing that dance," you know. But there are two things. Of course, I still like to do it. And when I like to do it, like it's my life, it's my content, it's my videos. When I like to do something, I will do it. If I want to do it 100 times, I do it 100 times. 200 times, I do it 200 times, you know? So the people that talk and say, you're always doing the same, because like as a content creator, you have to be active every day. So it's hard to get those new ideas every day too. So as long as the system works and you have a video that blows, just do it again, 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 you know? That's how, I would say that was the most important thing. And that's why I grew like that, you know? That's why I went from that 1 million to now 37 million, you know? That's how I grew it. So just, if the system works, just do it. And when some people comment, why you only do this? Just don't care about those comments.
Yeah. So I want to ask, so you found your niche in terms of obviously your hair and dancing with people. So what advice would you give to other creators in terms of finding what works for their audience?
I would say it's kind of hard to find out at the beginning, you know? It depends where you are, if you started new or if you already found your niche. But at the beginning, you have to try a lot of things, you know? You have to try a lot of things. And at the beginning, it's really important to just try new ideas, new things, you know? That's why I did dancing, I did hair routines, I did a lot of things, you know? Pranks, everything. So I think at the beginning, it's just important to try those things. And when you see, like, you're getting into one concept, the views are growing, the numbers are getting better, you know? That's when you can like know that this is now your niche, you know? Of course, you have to change it after a while, but as long as it works, that is just a niche, you know?
Yeah. So how do you think creators can go about commercializing their content? Once they've found their niche, they've gotten the numbers, how can they commercialize?
It really depends. Like there are a lot of brands, of course, and I think it's important to make like brand-friendly content, you know? Like, for example, if your content is very, very like sexual or something, you wouldn't get that many brand deals, of course, because brands don't want to work with that. If you smoke or drink a lot or show anything like that in your videos, brands don't want to work with that like too, you know? So I think you should just be yourself and be the way you are, and if a brand want to work with that, they want it, and if not, then they don't, you know? So I wouldn't change, like me for myself, I wouldn't change anything for any brand. I don't care what brand it is. If Gucci comes now and they tell me something and they say, we want that, but you have to change that, I will not do it. I will not take it. So I think just being yourself, keep posting like family-friendly content, you know? Keep posting that, and brands will come from alone, you know? They will come after a while. They're like, for me, it took a time too, but they will come, and then you can monetize your work better, you know?
So good, clean content, but still maintaining authenticity.
Yeah,
staying
for
true
sure.
to that.
For sure,
no matter what.
yeah.
Makes sense. So what do you plan to do with TikTokers here in Uganda?
With the TikTokers in Uganda, to be honest, I didn't really make any ideas now because I'm very spontaneous, you know?
Okay.
So everything comes very spontaneous, and now the last days, I had that project with Viva Con Agua.
Yes.
So that was the focus right now. But I will still be here for like, I think, almost 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks. So of course there will be a lot of things, you know. I already read the comments that people told me to collab with TikTokers from Uganda. So all of them, like all of you guys are TikTokers, yeah? Okay, that's nice.
Yes.
That's nice.
So how can other content creators go about forging relationships with brands like Netflix? I mean, working with Netflix is obviously a huge deal. So how can we get there? I know you've mentioned things in your story about keeping consistent and growing your numbers, but what more do you think people can do to get these connections?
To be honest, I think you can't really plan those things, you know? Like, I never said, okay, I want to work with Netflix, I want to work with them. I never like, of course I had goals that I want to like have collaborations, but I never thought like, I want to work with Netflix, you know? So I just went with the flow. I think as a creator, going with the flow is very important too, you know? Just going with the flow, don't care about so many things, because if you care, you will think too much, and it will be annoying, you know? It's not fun if you think too much. So I think just going with the flow, keep going, and the right brands will just come, you know? There's not any advice where I can say, this is exactly what I did, that all those brands came, you know? I don't have any plan, like I didn't have any plan behind it, you know? I just went with the flow, and it came, and I just took it, you know? So I think if you just keep going and just do it with passion, it will come from alone, you know.
Right,
It will come.
And also, so I want to ask you, what advice would you give to kids who probably want to branch out into the arts and content creation, but they feel stuck in this kind of bubble? Because our parents want us to go into careers that are more serious, like medicine or law or something. So what advice would you give them to encourage them to take that leap and actually get started on their journey of content creation?
Yeah, I had the same problem, of course, with my parents. Parents, they are from another generation, so they don't have any contact with social media, you know.
Right.
So I think at the beginning you can just start like low key, you know. It's still possible to do like school things, work things, and social media. If you really try, it's still possible, you know. So I would say at the beginning you would just go with the flow, you know. Just try to do both, you know. And that's how I did it too. And when it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, even parents will understand what's going on. Like right now, my parents, they are very proud and they support it, and they don't even want me to do other things. Like since that, they never told me to go and do my studying, everything. I don't say that studying is bad, but my parents just don't tell me anymore, you know, because they see the impact, and if they see numbers and if they know like this is like my job right now, I earn money with this, you know. I think slowly they will understand more, you know. So, but to be honest, there's no need to discuss with parents about this because they will not understand. If you tell them, if you go to your mom and tell her, hey, I'm doing videos now and I want to make money with this, they will not understand. So you have to just keep going, and after a while, when it gets bigger and more and numbers are coming in, you know, money plays a role, then I think parents will understand that. You know.
Okay, so start low.
Looking for school that can uplift your child's education? Little Stars Tenderness Nursery and Primary School is the answer. Because of our conducive learning environment and experienced teachers, all our pupils excel with higher grades. We have a well-stocked library, develop talent, also embrace Christianity and Islamic. Registration is in progress. Our fees are affordable. So bring your child at Little Stars Tenderness Nursery and Primary School. We are located at Najana Nkumbi off Entebbe Road. For more information, please call 0772 983 468.
Thank you. Okay, build that audience, then show your parents this one I want to do.
Yes,
They're
yes.
more
Like,
receptive to it when they see that you actually have a plan.
yeah, like for me, I told them I would start, but I didn't talk about it that much, you know.
Yeah.
I told them like I want to do that, and then when it became more serious, I told them everything, you know, and yeah, then that's how they accepted it. You know?
Amazing.
Thank
This
you.
has been so amazing. You've shared with us some great tips. It's been very insightful.
Thank
And
you.
now, so where we're at now, this is the Purple Skills Clinic Foundation. And I would just like to welcome Mr. Douglas Luanga, the founder, to say a few words.
Thank you so much. Let me just see if I can remember some of my German. You know, it's a little bit of German. So ich heiße Douglas Luanga.
All right.
Das ist Purple Skills Clinic Foundation.
Wow.
What else? I think I need to get it right there.
No, you did good, bro. Right?
Yeah,
German is hard. I understood everything. German.
Yeah,
is hard.
it's a bit difficult.
Yeah, the pronunciation was even clean.
It's clean.
Yeah, man.
All right, cool. So this is Purple Skills Clinic Foundation. Started because I don't know about you, but here in Uganda and Africa in general, we have a youth unemployment challenge, where young people are constantly looking for jobs and what to do. And back in the day, like you shared, our parents are from another generation where they thought careers are about to be, you have to be a lawyer, a doctor, a teacher, you know, all these conventional careers. But in this day and age, you know, we have people like you, Noel, and other people that are earning from just content creation. So it is our work as Skills Clinic to just show opportunities for young people where they can earn a living, and that is what we basically teach here at Purple Skills Clinic.
Nice.
So we do digital skills training, we do industrial cottage training. We also help the communities, the marginalized groups of people, because we are working from the ghetto. And you know, some of our work is just to empower the communities that are out there. So that's what basically we do right here. And yeah, I'm thrilled to actually have you guys here. And I know in our midst, these are Ugandan content creators or people that would want to be content creators. So your coming here is very, very great opportunity for them to learn because they're going to learn from your experiences. They have burning questions that they want to be answered, and probably network and see how to grow their brands themselves. So thank you so much for making time and coming down here. I want to also appreciate Viva Conagua, the team, for always working with us on projects like this. Much as they're in WASH, water and sanitation, they find always ways for us to work together as purpose-based students. So Viva Conagua and the entire team, thank you so much for always doing those collaborations. Yeah, appreciate you, Papa, and the entire team. Thank you.
Yes. So now I'm sure we have some people who are... What is that?
It means like bye.
Hey, okay.
But it's a very formal way to say bye. Like we don't say auf Wiedersehen.
Oh, how do you say it?
We say ciao.
Ciao.
Yeah. But that's not German. Like Germany is a country where
ciao.
Yeah, but Italians really love it. No,
Germans
really
love. Yeah. Germany is a country where they they take things from everywhere and just use it. That's what. Yeah. That's how they do.
Interesting. And so I'm sure we have a couple content creators here who are just dying to ask you some questions. So guys, let's open up the floor. He's here to answer your questions. Are there any questions? No?
It's mostly about content creation. We very much believe in the phone being the first screen. So we've moved from traditional media to phones, right? And so that's why we're super excited to be here. Next Culture particularly is a content creator platform for open to all Ugandan creators. So I'm super happy to be here with you guys and meet you guys, and we get to interact with one another and see how we can collaborate with one another. So I want you guys, the person next to you, if you don't know them, get their handle, follow them if you can, and see how you guys can make content in the future, since that's what this event is largely about. So yeah, I think now we just wait on our host, Douglas, to say a few words. Yeah, in the meantime, you guys want to tell me who you are? Anybody?
Stand up. Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I'm called MC Western.
Nice to meet you, MC Western. Will you give us your hand?
MC Western on all social media platforms.
Anybody else? You, sir?
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, we can just go in order.
Yeah.
Just go like this.
Hello everyone, my name is Jen Mukisa, the Black Model. I'm a fashion model. I'm the brand ambassador of XCLUSIVE Foundation. I do digital marketing. Sorry. Yeah. That's
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Ben Pages Nawasa. I'm a brand ambassador here at Skills Clinic. I'm the reigning Mr. Gorgeous International. And I'm a fashion model as well. She's my friend, my best friend. And my handbag, we are always together. Like it is where she is, I am. Where I am, she is. So we are together. And I did radio and TV presentation. I have a certificate. I'm a certified radio and TV presenter. So in case you're there and you're looking for that, at least you're talking about Pulse Radio.
Yes.
My handle is Mr. Gorgeous International Uganda. Thank you all.
Anyway, I go by the name of ALLANCRUZ. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a content creator. I'm a TV personality. I work with BBS.
Ssaabasajja Kabaka awangaale. Amannya gange bampita Kalisa. Ndi radio presenter, TV presenter. Social media platforms zange zonna Kalisa Dash. Bonna wogenda oteekamu Kalisa Dash. I'm a content creator.
Alright, praise God.
Amen.
Alright, called Star Ashley. I'm a TV presenter. I work with NTV Kenya, NTV Uganda, Youth Voice partly, sometime back. Then I do events. I've done, if you've heard of Starfest, we Broad Crown, the Nigerian artist from Nigeria, Peace Justin, yeah, then Space Master. Yeah, so I do events as well. Then currently I'm also doing music. So the dream is to shut down Arena Auto London one time, God willing, yeah. So then as well, I'm the brother master of Victoria University, yeah. Yeah, and I'm happy to be here. It's my first time, and kudos to Douglas. It's a big thing. Yeah, so that's what I do.
Hello everyone, I'm Fizzy Pro, TikToker, also a social media influencer. I started music also by the way. I'm an artist as per now. As I talk I'm an artist.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rachel Kangabre. I'm a student. I'm a model. I got an opportunity to participate in Miss Bubble Party, and I'm grateful for skills clinic. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I'm calling from Vietnam. Brought me one from schools. My first day. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jamal. I'm a student here to do this skills clinic. Hello, everyone. I'm called Rizzi Lakai. I work with the skills clinic.
Good afternoon. Sharif Taban, my name. I'm a comedian. I work with CRUZ XCLUSIVE.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. I'm Kasiri Adam Kad. I'm a content creator, mostly on TikTok and other platforms. I'm an art and entertainment analyst. I feature on a number of panels, and I'm also a panelist on a show on PBS on Saturday, in Yechabia Weekend, where we discuss art and entertainment. I'm also the founder of Zinja Tuvai, my brand, a street fashion clothing brand, where we celebrate Uganda. And the brand represents an African man who comes from Uganda and is very proud of it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. I'm Chinji Elvis, I'm a student here at Postal School.
Good afternoon everyone. First I want to take this great opportunity to welcome you to the #1 skilling center in Uganda. That's Purple Skills Clinic Foundation. My name is Josh, and I'm the marketing executive for Purple Skills Clinic Foundation, and also a prince from Toro. Thank you.
Who's next? Should we start here? Yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm Mark Namanya, student skills.
Hello everyone, I'm Ibrahim, the student at Purple Skills Clinic.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. I'm Timothy Okel, aka DJ Timothy 56, student at Skills.
Hello everyone, I'm by the names of MC Ali Boss. I'm a student at Skills Clinic, and I deal with events, yeah, and music promotion.
I train DJs and I train the best DJs.
Hey, now this side. We'll start with you.
My name is Shafi Sakarala, and I work at XCLUSIVE.
Easy.
Hello everyone. My name is Eric Francis, known as Easy Caption, and I work with Next Media.
Hello everyone, I am Kaka, videographer, work at Next Media.
Hi everyone, my name is Nina Kapanzi. I also work at Next Media on an NBS sports show called Bits and Balls. I love sports, I love TikTok. So follow me on TikTok, Nina Kapanzi.
Hi everyone, my name is Feva. I work in marketing at Media.
Hi everyone, I'm Farouz. I work at Next Media. I'm a digital marketer.
Now I'd love to welcome Mr. Douglas Langa.
But I'm happy to host you, and always good to see my friends. I disturb a lot of Alan, you know, when we have conferences here. I always ask him to help coordinate the team, so I want to appreciate you, Alan, for always, you know, being part of this family and making sure we get the numbers that we get. So everyone in your individual capacities, this is Purpose Skills Clinic Foundation. You may wonder why there's a word clinic there, because unemployment is a disease, and we feel that this could be the best place it can be treated. That's why it's called a clinic. Skills, of course, we know. We teach practical skills training to young people, and of course, we are skilling communities and empowering youth. That is a little brief of what we do here. So thank you so much for coming. Feel at home, and let's make the most out of this event. Over to you, Malik.
Yes, yes. So, well, we're all content creators here. We're all learning to be content creators, getting more skills. And so I want to know from you guys, from your like individual journeys as content creators, what would you say has been the highlights of your journeys thus far? Does anyone want to answer? Or should I just pick out the highlights of your journey as a content creator thus far? Anyone want to take it up? Shall I ask you, Mr. Gorgeous?
Thank you. Well, personally, I'm not too much into content creation, though my friend here is, and most of the time.
Wano ku Hasi Beauty Parlor tuli bakafulu mu kulabirira n'okuyoyoota ensusu. Tukola facial ne tukupepeta ka face ne kawawera nga aka baby. Tusiba n'okukola enviiri mu buli musono, songa mu kukola pedicure ne manicure tuwekansa. Tusala enviiri mu buli musono. Ate bwe kituuka mu kukola makeup tetumanyiyo mulala. Tuli muyenga ku Tank Hill Road okulira na Italian Supermarket mu basement. Essimu tuli ku noti 72 682 953. Teweerabira saluni egenda okujjayo bulungi bwo n'ekitiibwa kyo ye Hasi Beauty Parlor, a world of beauty.